3 points. What can help you overcome frustration and renew your inner strength? My friend, number one, I would love for you to take a note of it, is acknowledge. Acknowledge where you are. Acknowledge what you feel. Acknowledge your body. I would love for you to, even in this moment, take a minute, close your eyes if you can, and take a breath. I want you to put both of your hands together and feel the warmth of your palms and just scan your body. Acknowledge where you are, right? We have three parts to our being. So the first part is physical, our body with all the senses, amazingly, beautifully designed. The second part is our soul, and that consists of our will, emotion, and mind. So our will is what we choose, our emotion is what we feel, and our mind is what we think. And that's our soul. And then we have a deeper, very secret place, which, not too many people are aware of, and that's our spirit. And in our spirit, we have fellowship with God, we have conscious, and we have intuition. So I would love for you to acknowledge where you are in your soul, in your mind, in your emotions, in what you're choosing in your will. And if you acknowledge that and recognize that you're driven toward negative, you're driven toward just destruction in some ways, darkness in some ways, acknowledge it and say, yes, that's where I am. It looks like I'm feeling some misery. It looks like I'm feeling some despair. It looks like I'm feeling some challenges. And that is okay. Sometimes we trap those emotions and those feelings and experiences inside our bodies and destruct ourselves, or try to find a way out to numb ourselves from feeling all of those emotions, because it's hard to feel those emotions. It's tough. Let's admit. And we try to segue and get out of it by being distracted by social media, TV, this and that, staying busy, numbing ourselves, and just suppressing it. So the first step is so important to acknowledge and recognize. And I think it's important also to journal, to write it down, or to just make an inventory of what you feel and name it audibly, verbally, loudly. To say, I feel this, I feel that, I feel this tension, I feel frustrated, I feel agitated, and then tap a little bit deeper. Why? What are the triggers? What are really the things that bring you into that feeling, into that despair? Because on surface it may be somebody's comment, but I think there is more to that. So try to dig a little bit deeper to see what really triggers you. So I think that will help you to be aware of what you're feeling and experiencing. And then number two, I think is a very important step, is envision. Envision where you want to be. And that really relates to, for me, what I want to experience. I may want to be in a physical realm, you know, maybe somewhere in Russia next to my mom and see her and hug her. But that's not really in cards for me, maybe in the next, few months or so. But in the physical realm, sometimes we want to be in a different place. We want to be in a different space. We want to have a different financial circumstances, or maybe different kind of relationships or living arrangements or work, or different boss or different colleagues, or different ways how our loved ones behave. We want to change the outward circumstances and escape or run away from pressure and constraints that we're in sometimes. Um, well, the challenge here is that you can sometimes escape, you can sometimes run away from circumstances or people, but you cannot really run away from yourself. So when you're envisioning, I would say envision how you want to feel inside. Not necessarily the change of your circumstances. It will come eventually, but not maybe instantaneously. But it will come when you envision how you want to feel inside. Envision what emotions you want to experience. how you want to experience your life, how you want to experience your day, how you want to experience this moment. And that's a choice. And once you start envisioning the feelings, fun, laughter, joy, whatever that you want to experience, whatever that you want more of in your life, it's interesting that our mind cannot really distinguish between reality and our imagination. Isn't that amazing? So when you're imagining how you feel in those moments, and maybe you want to feel more loved and supported and more respected or more safe or more acknowledged, when you envision feeling that inside, envisioning and imagining that's gonna boost what you need to make the pivot, to make the change and change your choice toward what you want to experience inside of you. I think that is a very important step. And for me, I think it was really realizing, okay, I have a choice to stay in this pit of despair, frustration, agitation, raise my voice at my kids, which I don't like. I don't want to be that kind of mom for them. I can stay in that despair and frustration, or I have a choice to recognize it, acknowledge it, and say, how do I want to feel? How do I want to imagine my day to be tomorrow or today? But yesterday was tomorrow. Today is a new beginning, is a new opportunity, is a new chance to make the different choices. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to see myself enjoy my day in the midst of strange and maybe strangled circumstances. And that is the power that you and I have, the internal reality that we can co-create internally for ourselves and those around us. Because once we generate that energy, that light, that joy within, then we can share it with others. And you know what? A lot of things change because the energy and attitude changed. So, number 3, my friend, is choose to let go. Choose to let go to what you're so hard have been holding on to. You know, the judgment, the criticism, unforgiveness of yourself, especially unforgiveness of yourself and others, grudge against your circumstances, thinking that by now, hey, I should have been here. You know, all of this effort put in, I should have gotten promotion, I should have gotten a raise, I should have gotten my business running, you know, at these numbers, I should have seen these numbers in my bank account, I should have been recognized more. I have all of these expectations, and you have all of these expectations, and they're just not quite there. You're not quite there yet. So letting go sometimes is to not really settling for less, not giving up. No, letting go is to say, I am going to see myself toward things. I am going to progress toward my goals and dreams. Yet in this moment, I know that my reality does not match it, and I'm not going to agree because my reality does not match where I want to be, succumb myself to experience of misery. And that's a choice. That's a choice you and I can make. So when you let go to say, I'm letting go of these expectations because today I know my reality is this. One day my reality will be different and I'm going to still pursue that. I'm going to still go after that and take the steps and learnings and actions that I need to take. But today, I'm not in that reality yet. And today, I want to enjoy where I am now. And that may be messy, and that may be uncomfortable, and that may be unruly, and sometimes just crazy. Yet, I want to let go. And for me, as a person of faith, I want to let God. And that really learning to bring God in and to say, God, you're ultimately in control. And I want to honor you by turning my heart to you, seeking you, inquiring of you, and asking you to be my strength today, to renew my strength. And I think that matter of renewal is something that God does beautifully, something that you can come to Him at any time. And for me is to say, God, renew my strength. I have no strength left. Renew my inner power. And it's beautiful when you can lean in your faith and say, I trust that all things will be well. And for you, maybe if you don't have faith, you could still, turn to a higher power that you may think there is, a universe. But I do, for me, in my experience, believe and experience that God never fails to encourage, empower, and strengthen me through all of the challenges that I've been through in my life. And every day is a new challenge, every day is a new opportunity. So every day we have a chance to either choose to drown in darkness and misery and frustration, or acknowledge that, yes, all of those triggers are there, yet I'm going to imagine and let go and let God and turn myself toward what I want, turn my internal experiences and how I feel and perceive and live through the moment toward what I want. And what I want is, I want to feel at peace. I want to have joy. I want to be encouraged and the encouragement to those around me. I want to have fun. I want to generate more fun, generate more laughters, maybe a little bit funny jokes sometimes, It's that what is that you want, my friend? What is that you want more of in your life? What is that you want to experience more of? Don't put it in a shelf. Don't put it in a long drawer. You have ability, even in your circumstances that may be challenging, to experience that. Because when you pivot and choose and say, I want to experience more laughter today, I'm just going to go and giggle and just give some hugs to my kids and make it a fun interchange, a fun experience that maybe where before it would be a struggle. So maybe I will find a way how to be fun with my boss and just say a couple jokes and find a way to find the common ground and be more empathetic. Maybe I find a way how to acknowledge my spouse and respect them and recognize them, that they're also struggling, that they're also imperfect human, just as I am. So, whatever you are, my friend, today, you have a choice. And you have a choice to overcome your life challenges, to find a different way to experience your day, your moments today, and to renew your inner strength. So then you can say, today you live fully. Today you've experienced your life. Today you have a breath, and that's a blessing, and that's a gift on its own.